I'm excited to be chatting to a few of our current students tonight to hear about their experiences at SAE. If you have a question for them, please pop it in the Q&A box at the bottom and we'll do our best to respond. I'll throw to the students now to introduce themselves, and first up we have Amanda.
Hey, I'm Amanda. I am a Tri-4 graphic design student, and I'm interested in illustration, design, and motion design.
Awesome, thank you, Amanda. And next up we have Olivia.
Hi, so I'm Olivia. I'm in trimester 6 and I'm studying a Bachelor of Character Animation. I guess my aspirations are to be a storyboard artist. Yeah, that's me.
Nice one, thanks Olivia. And last but not least, we have Jess.
Currently muted. I'm Jess. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Animation, specializing in 3D modeling, and my career aspirations involve 3D modeling and environment design within the games industry.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Jess. So now the three of you have connected through Animedley, which was a collaborative platform for SAE students that Olivia developed. Olivia, can you please give us a bit of background as to the inspiration behind Animedley?
Yeah, so just for some context, Animedley is pretty much based on SAE's cross-collaborative assignment. So at SAE, when you get into later tries, you have to do a lot of cross-collaborative work. So Animedley was born as a way to meet different people within our university from varying trimesters, sort of empower and cultivate community, and explore skills that can go towards portfolio pieces and those requirements. So it was heavily inspired by things that other animation students were already doing, like Anim Jam, which is something that Sheridan students created. So yeah, it was kind of a mix up of that, as well as other sort of collaborative animation projects with audio. And that's kind of where it was born, yeah.
Nice one, thanks Olivia. And for anyone wanting to view some of the Animedley projects that this team has produced, you can check them out back on the Info Night website in the current students room, and you just head to the video gallery. Jess, my next question is for you. I understand that, like pretty much everyone around the world, you've been working remotely this trimester. Can you just tell us about some of the challenges of collaborating on projects remotely and some of the creative solutions that you've come up with?
Yeah, of course. So working on collaborative projects at the moment can be pretty difficult. At the moment, I've started my major project, and we've had to figure out a way to be able to all implement what we want into an Unreal Engine project, which has made things very difficult. But we've come up with a solution to use GitHub, which allows us to easily upload all our changes to it seamlessly, and it makes things nice and easy. We've also learned a bunch of new skills from having to work this way, and also real world knowledge using GitHub and being able to collaborate in this day and age at the moment.
Nice one. And Amanda, can you please tell us about your involvement with Animedley and some of the roles that you've had on the different projects?
It's sort of stemmed from, as Olivia mentioned before, the cross-collaboration requirement, but it's also been like a personal motivation because animation is such a strong passion of mine. I actually am qualified, have a degree in animation as well, but I wanted to jump on Animedley with like a motion design approach because it's just a little bit different. Like the principles are the same in that we use the animation principles and think about story and all that sort of stuff. But I was trying to approach it from, I guess you would call it, a more commercial aspect. And so it's just been trying to learn to collaborate and bring that into sync with the other animators and the audio students and making sure that, it fit with the end product that was going to be the result. So, yeah.
Nice one. Thanks, Amanda. Now, Olivia's almost completed her Bachelor of Animation degree, which is exciting, which I understand means she's passed the baton on to Jess to coordinate Animedley. Jess, how have you found taking over from Olivia, and what are some of the challenges you faced?
So I had some pretty big shoes to fill but Olivia helped me immensely with the documentation and setup of Animedley. So the start of it just felt like a breeze. At the moment, I'm managing a group of students that total 30 between animation and audio. And it's been challenging at times, but overall, a pretty awesome experience. I've met many new people, all really fun to chat with. And I've enjoyed a real world experience of leading a project, which has been just fantastic. It's also been really fascinating to see the other students working iterations as they go throughout the whole process of Animedley. So yeah.
Very nice. We've had a couple of questions coming in from some of the viewers that we've got watching tonight, and someone wants to know, how would you describe what life is like on campus at SAE? Olivia, I might ask you to answer that one.
Yeah, right. It's pretty fun. So I really enjoy sort of campus life at SAE. Every once in a while, they have these cute sort of communal events where it could be like a treasure hunt or something like that. And you find a little item and you can get like, I don't know, a chocolate bar and stuff like that. But primarily sort of interact with tech team, and they sort of help manage equipment and stuff like that. And they're generally pretty approachable, and they kind of help manage things around campus. Overall, it's a pretty nice community. I've had a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great to hear. Thanks, Olivia. Another question that's come in from a viewer, and Amanda, I might direct this your way. Do you know some of the opportunities there are to interact between study areas? So for example, animation working with film or with audio and that sort of thing. Obviously through Animedley, you guys do a bit of that already. But do you know of some other avenues for collaborating?
It's more like you need the initiative. So that's the word I'm looking for, initiative. So have your own drive and have your own interests that you want to explore. So if you are an audio student who wants to do like get some experimental videos for your work, reach out. Like there's the SAE interdisciplinary group, and it's not restricted to specific trimesters. Like if you're in Tri 1, you can still join the Facebook group, and people might say, hey, I'm looking for this, or you can even leave a post and say, hey, I'd like someone to do this. And generally someone might pop up and say, yeah, I'm interested in that. It's just like, you've got to take the initiative and reach out, like speak to your lecturers or anyone who is in the support role about how to go about it more. But just reach out and ask. Like there's plenty of opportunity to collaborate. But it's all up to you to do it. So
yeah, well, that's awesome. That's great to hear, and great advice to really use your initiative and make these projects happen as well. Now my last question, and it'd be great to get some insight from each of you on this. What advice would you have for prospective students who are considering studying at SAE? Jess, I might start with you first.
Yeah, sure. So 100% study at SAE. The lecturers are amazing people. Not only are they all fantastic at what they do and full of knowledge and information, but they're all really compassionate people, which makes it so much easier to work with them. I studied a business degree at a different university, and classes were huge. The smaller class sizes at SAE means you can really interact with your class and the lecturer as well, and just learn so much.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Jess. And Olivia, do you have any advice for someone who might be considering studying at SAE?
I think the main advice is to pretty much just get amongst it. Often, like, there's so many, as Amanda said as well, there's so many opportunities for collaboration, and yeah, the main advice is just to go for it. SAE is pretty flexible by design, so if there's something you want to do, there are multiple ways that you can pretty much learn it and do it, and there are avenues for you to pretty much self-study, I suppose, and have it go towards requirements. So if you find that perhaps you want to go more into virtual reality, like, you can do that. So yeah, just again, it's, a matter of initiative, and yeah, just dive in, give it a go.
Great, thanks, Olivia. And Amanda, we'll finally finish with you just on that. If someone was considering studying at SAE, what advice would you give them, given your experiences?
use the time you have to the best of your ability. Like, there's, as Olivia said, and as I said before, there's so much opportunity available as long as you want to do it. Like, SAE has some really good facilities, particularly in the design sense. Like, Brisbane SAE has some great photography facilities, which I have been taking advantage of for this entire trimester. And it's not limited to class time. You can do it outside of class time. So if you've got a creative project in mind, go for it. Use what you can while you have it, because there's not necessarily going to be an easier way to do it, you know, when you're past university. Like, the industry, whatever you choose to do when you leave the course is, you know, you might not have that opportunity to explore as freely as you do now. So yeah, use your time wisely.
Great. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Well, yeah, thank you very much to Amanda, Jess and Olivia for sharing their experiences with us tonight. And thanks to everyone who's joined from wherever you are around Australia. We hope we've given you some good insight into what life at SAE is like. And yeah, we hope to see you here soon. So what to do next? If you would like to speak to an SAE course advisor tonight, you can contact them now on 1-800-723-338. Or you can head to sae.edu.au to book a tour or even apply for a course. And then up next for our virtual info night, you can discover everything about SAE's postgraduate program. If you just head back to the virtual info night website and click on the live schedule there, you'll be able to access that webinar. So yeah, thank you again to Olivia, Jess and Amanda, and thanks everyone for tuning in.